Sato your life as Elon Musk. You wake up at 4:47 a.m. not because you want to, because your mind won't stop. There are 17 critical problems happening simultaneously across 4 continents, and only one person can solve them: you. But here's the thing that keeps you awake at night. What if you're not enough? This is what it feels like to be Elon Musk. You stumble out of bed in your modest house, modest by billionaire standards, and immediately check your phone. 342 unread messages. A rocket test failed in Texas. A Tesla factory in Berlin is behind schedule. Your Twitter acquisition is hemorrhaging money. And somewhere in the back of your mind, there's Mars. There's always Mars. You shower in exactly 6 minutes. Efficiency isn't a preference for you, it's a philosophy. Every second wasted is a second you're not building the future. Breakfast is whatever's in front of you. You don't taste it. Your brain is already 3 steps ahead, running simulations of problems that won't exist for another 5 years. You're not living in the present, you're living in a future that only you can see. By 6 a.m., you're in the first of 7 back-to-back meetings. Each one could determine the fate of thousands of people's livelihoods. You sit across from engineers, investors, and government officials. They expect you to have answers. You always do. But lately, you've started to wonder, are they good answers or are they just your answers? Around noon, you remember you haven't eaten. Someone brings you food. You eat standing up while reviewing designs for the next generation of Starship. The engineers present 3 different approaches. You immediately see the flaws in all of them. You sketch out a fourth approach on a whiteboard, and suddenly everyone in the room understands. This is why they follow you. This is why they work 80-hour weeks, because you see things they don't. But here's the weight that nobody talks about. They follow you because they believe in you, and you're terrified of letting them down. Your afternoon is consumed by a crisis. A critical component is failing faster than predicted. It's a problem that could delay everything by months. You assemble your best people in a conference room. The tension is thick. Everyone's looking at you, waiting for the brilliant solution. You feel the pressure like a physical force. And then it hits you, a connection between 3 seemingly unrelated systems. You propose something unconventional, something nobody would have suggested, something that might work. Your team exchanges glances. They're scared, but they trust you. By evening, you're in another time zone, conducting business with international partners. You're tired, but you can't show it. Weakness is contagious. If you doubt yourself, doubt spreads through your organization like a virus. So you project absolute certainty, even when you're not certain at all. You take a call from someone you care about. They ask how you're doing. You say you're fine. You're never fine. You're always thinking about the next problem, the next milestone, the next impossible thing you've decided to accomplish. They ask when you'll have time to spend with them. You don't have an answer. You promise to make time. You both know you won't. Late at night, alone in your office, you allow yourself a moment of doubt. What if all of this, the companies, the ambition, the relentless pursuit of an impossible future, what if it's all just compensation for something missing inside you? What if you're running from something rather than running towards something? But then you remember why you started. You remember the first time you believed that humanity's future didn't have to be limited to one planet. You remember the moment you decided that sustainable energy wasn't just an option, it was an obligation. You remember that there are people depending on you to build the future they can't build themselves. So you push the doubt away. You return to your work. At 2 a.m., you're still working. Your body is screaming for sleep, but your mind is alive with possibility. You're looking at simulations of Mars colonies. You're reviewing battery specifications. You're thinking about the next decade, the next century, the legacy you'll leave behind. You realize something crucial. You'll never be satisfied. There will always be another problem, another mountain to climb, another impossible dream waiting on the horizon. This isn't a bug in your psychology. It's a feature. It's what drives you. It's what makes you dangerous and brilliant and lonely all at once. The sun is coming up again. You haven't slept. You never do when there's work to be done. You look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back. But you know exactly who he is. He's someone willing to sacrifice everything: his time, his peace, his relationships,